Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow!
This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
This is Shane Taylor, CEO of Shane Taylor Promotions, and you are listening to the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, you guys, this is Christi Jaynes, and you're listening to the Urban Wrestling Network.
I would rock that hat. I'm a fan of that hat. I'm not even going to lie to you.
What's really good,
ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandara, a.k.a. the Coquito Papi. I'm here with none other than the legendary Evil Orbit, and I don't know if by now it's his sidekick, Evil Once. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Evil Once, what's up, baby?
Hey, this is your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin, Jorge, a.k.a. Evil Once. I'm here with my sidekick, the afternoon snack, Evil Orbit, and man, N.W.A. Power Hour was weird last night. I don't know, man. I don't know. It was weird booking. It was fast. It was 45 minutes of craziness. I don't know, but we are going to talk about it. Chef, take us away. Woo!
So check it out. I know Evil Once is a big N.W.A. guy. We're excited that N.W.A. is back. We've seen lots of talents that we like from Independence, or we've seen on Dark or Impact Wrestling that is now with N.W.A. So the one question that we didn't understand was, what's their roster going to look like? We're seeing it. We're seeing a lot of people we enjoy. We got a guy like Marshe Rocket has been there. Chris Adonis is there. You have Velvet Sky is on commentary. Taryn Terrell is on commentary, who looks like she's about to kick her heels off and put the boots back on. So a lot of really cool things going on. So what I will say before we go into any kind of promos of people talking ish and people coming out, I want to get into the nitty gritty. We got Bram and what looks like, because I have not seen them officially announce or give him a jacket yet, but newest member of Strictly Business, Chris Adonis, going against Mike Paro, and I don't want to chop up his name. I'm going to look at it again because I'm horrible with names. Odinson. So if I said it wrong, my fault. I apologize. It wouldn't be the first time I butchered somebody's name. Great back and forth between guys. I'm a huge Mike Paro fan. I love the style. He reminds me of old school power wrestling, and I dig that so much. It's kind of, I don't want to say he's like the last of the Mohicans, but he might be one of the last of the Mohicans. And he's doing his thing. Great back and forth. Things get chaotic, and this is where Evil Once goes ham and breaks this down because there was so much craziness that happened.
Yeah. I mean, the weird thing is the tag team name of Paro, and I'm sorry, what's the other guy's name again?
Odinson.
Odinson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Paro reminds me of Tugboat from back in the day.
Wow.
There's just something about him that looks like Tugboat, like he moves with, he has that belly, but he looks like a strongman competitor.
Like the Barrow kind of body.
Yes. Now, his tag team partner, that man right there, that's the type of wrestler that I will build a wrestler in a game, in a wrestling game.
Absolutely.
That's what he looks like. I mean, like, I saw him like, this dude, I want him to be my default player and let me build him in a game because he looks the part. Now, what got me upset about this whole booking was you finally you start the show with the tag team champions sitting there. Then you have that dude Sal Berland, whatever his name is, come out talking nonsense, and now you want to show tag teams. So this show, the first two matches were tag teams. Now you got this group, the end, go up against Strictly Business. That was totally wrong for me. I would have the end go up against Mims and somebody else, having a 31-minute squash match, like the days of the World Wars. Just come out, beat the shit out of everybody, do 3 clotheslines and power slam, and that's it. Match is over. You prove your point. These guys are monsters. They're a force to be reckoned with. But instead, they have them lose to Strictly Business because Camille comes out, distracts everyone, and then shit breaks out, and then Paro takes the pin. Which I'm thinking to us, like, dude, like, hold on, you just had him win last week. You bring his tag team partner this week, and now you have him lose against. There's no way in hell that should have lost to Strictly Business. No way in hell.
Well,
that should
I'm going to disagree because the big homie was part of it, and that's it. But with the way you're saying it, you're 100% right, but my biasness is saying I can't agree.
Because of Bram, yeah, of course. So then Camille comes out, cost the guys the tag team, and this is where all the shit breaks out is when then Thunder Rosa comes out, because now she's mad at what happened last week. So then they go to a commercial break, come back, and now she's in the podium. And then here comes Tarantino with her feathers. Looks like a version of Charlotte Flair, basically. That's what I saw.
Well, didn't Sienna do it too?
Huh?
Didn't Sienna do it too? Didn't Sienna have the feathers too?
Who?
Sienna, Allison Kane when she was with Impact.
Yeah, but I think that's where the thing was, the beef too was, because then you saw Charlotte Flair come out a lot with that, and Sienna was doing the same thing. So like people were talking nonsense, but she has some kind of weird feather. I don't know, they're like peacock feather or something. I don't know. So she's talking nonsense. I'm still kind of hurt, but I want to get in the ring. I want to manage you. And now here comes Melina, the same nonsense, talking back and forth. So now they changed the focus from she going after Camille to now she's arguing with 2 different chicks now. And then she just said, screw this, I'm out of here and leaves. Which I'm thinking you could have done this in the back.
Yeah.
The back in a back segment with Valentine back there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know, this was just like a weird booking type of show for me here. So,
I mean, like I said, I completely agree with you. I think Paro and Odinson should have won because it makes more sense. No question. I admit my biasness, and I'll always say I want Bram to win every match he's in. That's just my biasness. But when you're looking at it, the smart money would have said, we know what we have with Thomas Latimer. We've been had him. We're trying to bring Power over, which we've just seen him on MLW. And I mean, he was crushing guys. Had a great match with Mil Muertes. So you're like, I get this guy off of that. His fans are seeing, oh, he's on N.W.A. Comes in with a big win, takes an L, and you're like, well, wait a minute. This doesn't progress him going forward. It kind of sets him backwards. I mean, I love Paro. I'm not going to lie to you. I hope I see more of him, and he continues to go forward. Next we have,
like I said, his tag team partner, dude. Like I said once again, and I guess since we're street, I have to say no homo after everything that I say. But when I saw that dude, bro, my eyes just lit up because I was like, wow, that dude looks like a wrestler should look. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude, you don't have guys like that anymore. Like, the Stings, the Lex Lugers, the Powers of Pain, the Road Warriors. That dude looked like that. And I'm like, man, imagine finding somebody else similar like him and then give him some kind of image. I was like, bro, I will build this guy in one of those WWE games. I want him to be the specimen that I want to build, like the model for the wrestlers, bro. And I was like, damn, this dude, he's good as hell, man.
So I know you know the indie scene way better than me. Did you see him before this?
No, well, yes, because they're a tag team called The End. So I'll see them, in the indies when they team together.
Yeah.
So that's his tag team partner. So when I saw him there, I was like, whoa, okay. They're trying to build the tag team division, but when I see them take the L, I'm like, dude, like, come on, bro, like, come on, man.
Not
like
you.
this. Not like this. You know, you give them a squash match, 1 minute, boom, it's done. Then you put Strictly Business against the other tag team that we're gonna talk about now, the match, which was Slice Boogie, our boy Slice Boogie. Shout out to Slice Boogie, of course, the Bodega, and your boy Mims going up against the War Riders, you know, Crimson and Dane. Now, when I saw this on paper, I'm like, oh man, they're gonna give Slice Boogie a loss. He's gonna take the
I thought
L.
the same.
You know what I'm saying? But the match was long. Then you saw like some dissension going on between Dane and Crimson. You know, early in the match, Dane goes over to the side and pulls down Boogie and hit his head against the thing. So then Slice Boogie returned the favor, but now Dane gets knocked out, you know, for the rest of the match. And it's funny because at first he's laying up and you kind of see a little smile when the camera gets close to him, and then he rolls over and now he's fall down and he's knocked out for the next 5 minutes. So, you know, Crimson now he's winning by himself. He's reaching for a tag. There ain't nobody there. You know, everybody, the commentators, someone should check on Dane for 5 minutes till finally somebody comes in and checks on Dane. And then Mims rolls him up and Boogie and Mims pick up the win. Now Crimson goes outside. Come on, man, get up. Get up. Come on, man. All like 3-4 reps. Everybody dude's knocked out. Come on, man, get up. Come on. Tell him to get up. I'm like, what? What? So this is where this is the point where I lost my shit right here. And I literally just like, this is stupid. Now you go back, you have the end, go up against Mims and somebody else, 30-second squash match. That's over. You have now you have the War Kings going up against Strictly Business, and now you pull this shit against Strictly Business, but you have Camille pull him down and get him knocked out, and then that whole thing with Thunder Rosa would have happened then. Now you make the end look good. You make the War Riders, whatever storyline you're doing there now, and then you have the storyline with Strictly Business, and then the rest of the nonsense with the females. It would have came right there. It would have just been smooth from there. So I see what happened. It was just cluster crap. I'm like, what the hell did just happen? But yeah, man, I was like, yeah, this is why I cannot. This is why I cannot own a wrestling company, and this is why we do this, because we could talk the nonsense that we talk about this. People are going to watch this. All this guy's always talking shit. But you know, it just makes no damn sense.
You know what? I love doing this because our following has grown, and I appreciate every single person. And I know that the ones that bang out with us really bang out with us, because the way we talk, you either like us or you do not. You know,
exactly.
And I know
there's no in between.
No, there is this. The delivery,
period.
No, absolutely. So we keep it 100 to the way we see it. We're not telling you don't enjoy nothing. We'll tell you all the time, whatever you enjoy is the best product because that's what you enjoy. We're just saying our opinion on what we like or don't like or why it doesn't make sense, because and you're such a big N.W.A. fan that when N.W.A. came back, the tag team division, yes, there was tag belts, but it wasn't like there was a real tag team division. You just kind of sporadically seen that belt around. You know, you had great champions.
They were having the tournament because they were doing stuff with Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And then you also had the Rock and Roll Express, 125 years still wrestling together. Both guys are 60s and they're getting the ass kicked by the Briscoe brothers. Busted open last year or 2 years ago for the belt. So there was intrigue there. The belt meant something. Now it's just like, I
mean, at first I was like, all right, I get it. The nostalgia aspect, cool. I'm not a nostalgia guy. I hate the super old timers that are still hanging around. Please, no more of it. We've seen it. Respect, much love. If you're building this tag team division, Jax Dane and Crimson are very known tag team guys. Why you would even try to break them up this early, Makes no sense to me when you're trying to build your tag team division. It is what it is. I don't want to harp on it. What I do want to say is we have Pope versus Fred Roser for the N.W.A. TV title. You have nothing good to say about my man Pope Pimpin?
This is another thing that confused me also was this match, because they said it's going to be 6 minutes and 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now, right there, I'm thinking to myself, hold up. Back in the pay-per-view, back for the attack, they said from now on it was going to be 10 minutes. And then when the match started, it's 6 minutes and 5 seconds. And I'm like, whoa, hold up. Did I mishear what happened back 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Or did they just say, scrap it, whatever? I mean, I would have loved to see this match go the whole full 950 or something.
Yeah, 955, 958, whatever.
Because, Pope won.
Yeah.
But he won it around a 5 minutes and 50 seconds around there.
Yeah.
He won. Okay, that's fine. But now I'm confused. Like, what happened to the 10-minute rule? Are you back to 6 minutes? This 605 thing, I'm not buying it. It makes no sense whatsoever to me. Why are you making the match 6 minutes? From what I remember, all TV titles have always been 10 to 15 minutes.
Yep.
Period. I mean, I don't know what changed. Give it a good 10 minutes for the match. That's good. 10 minutes nowadays of wrestling, that's a lot. That's a match right there when you go 10 minutes.
Yeah, and the crazy part is we see a lot of these matches that go way too long. And your title match is so short, you're like, this is the main event of the show. Like, why is it only 6 minutes, 5 seconds? I understand why. It makes no sense. I thought both of these guys brung it. And I would like to have seen another 2-3 minutes of this match because I enjoyed the match. That's just my take on it. The shorter you keep it, you're leaving stuff off of your TV show, And if you go, hey, look, N.W.A. Power, every match is going to be 6 minutes, 5 seconds, but every pay-per-view is 10 minutes. Okay, fine. I'll take that. But please give me a clear direction of what you're doing with this. I have no idea. This was a wonky show. It was a little out of place. Strictly Business is obviously dominating, growing in numbers, and Nick Aldis is still the champ. Chris Adonis is holding a belt.
Well, the funny thing is that before the match, Nick Aldis came out. You have to have the champion come out and do his speech.
Yeah.
This is what I love about the N.W.A. Your champion, gets 5 minutes, period. No matter where the show is, Ric Flair comes out for 5 minutes. He, whatever. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I love you at the beginning, in the middle, I don't care. So all this comes out. And now he makes a statement saying, we're looking for new members for Strictly Business.
Yep.
He wants to expand the faction. He's saying anybody who wants in, prove that you could be in here or anywhere else, any other company. So he's throwing that thing out there saying, anybody from anywhere, if you got it, bring it. We might get you. And he's even saying his own people in the group are also in notice, saying, just because you're here now, your spot is not safe. So that kind of like, I was like, ooh, hold up. So that's kind of interesting to see, okay, what is he saying?
This is a shot at Thomas Latimer.
Yeah. Now, and then when they won their match, he's making out with Camille in the ring. So I guess the relationship now is being, is being told. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be some questions about that. Yo, I can't be having this smoochy shit in the crew. Are you still with me? Is Bram gonna go after my title? About So a lot of questions come up. So I like the promo. I want to see what's going to happen in the future with this going forward. But this specific episode, from the first 2 weeks that they came back, was I had a lot of question marks on the show. I did not enjoy it. To be honest, 45 minutes, and it just flew too fast, and it was just too much shit in 45 minutes, man. It was just like all over the place.
Yeah.
And that was just like, man, I don't know. This one was like, Tyrus comes out after the end, clapping with his manager now, so now we know he's gonna go after the Pope whenever the next pay-per-view happens. I'm sure. That's what that's what
about Pope. I mean, Tyrus. I could care less.
And the funny thing, before we got before we started doing this, Reno Scum just left Impact Wrestling, so they're free agents. It'll be kind of interesting. I would love to see them in the N.W.A, even as a temporary, help out with the tag team division there, because Sly Boogie, homie, the only tag team partners you gotta have is either Danny Lime taking over and AEW, so he's good there, or Papo Esco. So Papo Esco needs to be your tag team partner in the N.W.A. I cannot see you with no one else. You won your match. That's 4 matches. That's 4 weeks in a row that he's been on the winning circle. But as a tag team, Mims. What the hell's a Mim? Reminds me of that old rapper Mim from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I cannot see that. You need to bring your homie, the Papo Esco, but your tag team partner there. That's another tag team right there if they decide to do something like that. But 45 minutes per week, and now they're coming with a new show next week called N.W.A. Surge or Synergy, something like that. I just hope whatever the hell that is not like that dumb shit they pulled out last year after the
Carneyland.
What was it? It was Carneyland, right?
Carneyland.
Jesus. Whatever Corneyland that should have been called Corny. I even tweeted that on Twitter saying, God, I hope it's not as bad as that dumbass show Corneyland, because that was painful to watch. Whatever they were trying to do, I know that you were trying to stay relevant, and no one knew the pandemic was going to last a whole year and still going. So I understand what you were trying to do, but that was just total crap.
It was worthless airtime.
I would have gone back and started from episode 1 and just give all the shows back again every week on the N.W.A. to 22 weeks from now. Yeah. Put the pay-per-views in there. Break the pay-per-view matches in little hour blocks. Put them in there.
No, I agree. I agree. You know what? And I don't know if you're a huge Velvet Sky fan. Me personally, I love Velvet Sky. Velvet Sky knows I fucks with Velvet Sky. So, what I will say is N.W.A. has the hottest woman in the commentary game on their brand. Salute to Velvet Sky. I just had to say that.
Well, I want to see what's going to happen, because, in 1 week from the pay-per-view to the show, you had Terrell come back. Dude, that was a shocker right there. That was like 2 years we haven't seen Terrell. And she came back and she still looks good. Then we saw Velvet Sky. Oh, shit. She's no longer in Ring of Honor with, her homegirls out there doing the allure. The allure. So, and then you brought Melina back. I said, all right. Now you got Thunder Rosa. I would love to see where that's going to go. You have one good match 1 week of females, and then you haven't featured no females in 3 weeks for one match, and 3 of those girls don't even wrestle there.
It's weird because I know Thunder Rosa's contract is coming up. Not too long, but before I heard 2022 starts, her contract ends. If I'm Thunder Rosa, there's no way I'm staying in N.W.A. Not because I'm crapping on N.W.A., but I know my value, and unless you match whatever offer I'm making out there, I'm not coming back here. You have to match the bag. And if they do, listen, Thunder Rosa is N.W.A. I'm going to say that right now. But if they can't match that bag, salute to her wherever she goes. But at this moment, if you got a veteran like Velvet Sky, Taryn Terrell, kind of let that rock while you have Thunder Rosa there. make your women look as good as they can be.
And you have them, and those two ladies you mentioned, Bubble Sky, has a pedigree in wrestling from the beautiful people. Her championship, runs that she had.
Yep.
With when she was in Impact, for a long time she was in Impact, and then you have Melina, who is a Hall of Famer, and everything that she's done in WWE. So you have the star power in those two ladies to bring into your company now.
Taryn Terrell won a few knockouts titles too, right?
Yeah,
a few of them?
Yes. Yeah. Impact Wrestling too. And then when she came back the second time, with the Dollhouse.
I love the Dollhouse.
That was cool. And nobody, I haven't even seen what happened to the Dominican chick.
Marty Bell. Marty Bell's like on the indies, like.
She hasn't even come back yet. She's like 28, 29. She's still be wrestling out there doing her thing. So I don't know where she's at. But right now it's just like you're trying to bring the company back, but you doing so much. Like yesterday was the perfect example. It would have been good if it was just a tag team night.
Yes.
All tag teams would have been awesome. Next week, let's hit the females.
Yep.
Let's have two female matches.
Yep.
So when is the Camille Thunder Rosa thing going to happen? You know what I'm saying? How much taping was done?
And we didn't see the other girl who had beef with Camille neither.
The girl Genocide, right?
Genocide. There you go.
Yeah, I think when they picked that up, it was just like a little thing just for that show. I would love to see a match between them two.
Yeah, especially because in N.W.A. we've never had some female Thunder Rosa size. You know what I mean? So now there's one there. You're like, oh, is Thunder Rosa going to be able to? I mean, Thunder Rosa. Camille, is she going to be able to get through this girl? Because now she has someone her size. There's a lot of if things. Hopefully next week we come back and we have a better full show that we can chop it up with. Because obviously, like I said, this is the biggest NWA fan I know.
Right now being WrestleMania weekend, but the crazy thing is all the big companies are not even doing anything for WrestleMania weekend, if you noticed.
It's quiet.
The couple of years, Impact jumped in it, Ring of Honor jumped in it, MLW jumped in it. Yeah, a couple of years ago, you had MLW, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, all jumping in on WrestleMania weekend. Now you don't have that this year. All you have is a bunch of indies like GCW, all the places that I'll be honest, I've never heard of.
Yeah.
So I don't know who all these companies are, but they're gonna take advantage of WrestleMania weekend to try to make that money that they lost last year.
What I will say is I'm gonna salute the guy, the owner from GCW, straight up dude. Like that is a real good guy who takes care of his roster. It don't matter if you're there one time or 20 times. That guy makes sure you're good. It is run real well. Everyone I know that works there loves the guy. It is a family environment. Salute to GCW, their entire staff. Also, Ref Rodney will be Mania weekend doing a million crazy matches that I know that he showed me. I can't say which ones because it hasn't happened yet. But I will definitely be posting in our Facebook group all the crazy shit that he tells me I can say. So I think we netted everything. We did. Ladies and gentlemen, for Evil say myself, www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. Y'all know what it is. We got everything there, including the merch. So you got to follow it. For me and the big homie, we're out of here.